Minnesota is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I just want to comment on the so-called gimmicky amendments. I don't see it gimmicky when we are trying to stop criminals from staying in our country. I don't see it as gimmicky when we are trying to stop human traffickers. I don't see it as gimmicky when we are trying to stop those who have trafficked guns, firearms. I don't see that as gimmicky. I see that as trying to protect the people of the country and making sure that we do not allow criminals to continue to stay in our country. And as for the issue of a current law, if it is the case that those associated with the CCP are already not allowed under current law, then there is no issue to just put this in the bill just in case, and making sure that we have satisfied the concerns of people who are concerned about allowing those members, those CCP members, into the country. With that, I reserve.
The gentlewoman from Minnesota reserves. The gentleman from Massachusetts is recognized.
Yeah. Again, on traffickers and gun smugglers and you name it, those things are already illegal. But whatever, it's not worth getting into it. I will reserve my time, and we have no other speakers on our side.
The gentlewoman from Minnesota is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, I am prepared to close.
Gentlewoman is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This majority all too often uses flowery titles to mask the bill's true meaning. The Veteran Service Recognition Act is another one of these examples. It leads the public to believe we are looking at a bill that would recognize the service of our veterans. But once again you take a closer look, it becomes painfully clear that this is another push for open borders. This bill intends to pave a far broader pathway to citizenship, not just for veterans. A path already exists for veterans since 2002, but this bill opens a path to criminals, something Democrats rejected every opportunity they had to keep criminals out of the program. In just 2 short years, the American people have watched as the situation at the southern border has deteriorated into nothing short of a crisis. I would have hoped that my colleagues would treat this situation a little more seriously, but unfortunately, I've come to expect nothing less. This bill is just one more example of how deeply unserious my colleagues in the majority are of addressing the disaster at our southern border. I oppose this rule, and I ask members to do the same. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I yield back.
The gentlewoman yields back.